Who invented blockchain technology and created the Bitcoin? How do you obtain yourself a cryptocurrency wallet? And where do you join the marketplace of millions of crypto traders? Let's kick off this episode with a little history lesson about the blockchain. Because as my father always taught me, it's important to know the history of your country, or in this case, your currency. It is said that the founder of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, started working on the Bitcoin project in 2007. There is an unsolved mystery though, as nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is, or even if it's just one person or a group of people. This mystery elegantly empowers the idea of decentralization that the Bitcoin network was initially created around, perhaps leaving it better unsolved. In August 2008, the domain bitcoin.org was anonymously registered. 2 months later, in October, the white paper, which is the initial proposition of the technology, was published. And 3 months later, on January 3rd, 2009, the first block was mined and the Bitcoin network was officially a reality. This first block is called the Genesis block and is forever cemented in the network for everyone to see. In the same month, the first Bitcoin client is created and the first transaction is done. Over a year later, in February 2010, the first Bitcoin exchange was born. An exchange is a marketplace where cryptocurrencies are traded, but more on that later. In May of the same year, the first real-world transaction is done when a programmer from Florida bought a pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. At the time, this amounted to $25. A couple of months later, in September, the first mining pool is created, a group where individual miners combine their computational power to win more blocks and divide the rewards proportionally. Fast forward to 2011 and the Silk Road opens its doors to business, using Bitcoin as its payment method to sell illegal drugs and goods. Black markets like Silk Road gave Bitcoin a bad rep, touting it as a currency for criminals. That same year, Mt. Gox, which was the largest Bitcoin trading platform, got breached and the data of 60,000 accounts were obtained. This was another bullet in the chamber of the Bitcoin adversaries. In the years that follow, many more exchanges get hacked, bringing in question the security of these marketplaces and unjustly so of the network itself. In April 2013, Bitcoin reaches an all-time high and passes the $100 benchmark. And in September that same year, it rises to over $1,000. In 2015, the second largest platform, Ethereum, is launched, accompanied by its coin, the Ether. In the following years, a lot of crypto startups form using a crowdfunding mechanism known as an initial coin offering, and billions of dollars are being invested. In November 2017, Bitcoin passes the $10,000 benchmark, and a month later it almost touches the $20,000. Currently, in April 2018, the Bitcoin stands at $7,000 and the crypto space is more vigorous than ever, with new projects popping up left and right. It's an amazing time to be alive. Now that we have that little history lesson out of the way, let's explore how you can join this booming new economy. I'm going to have to preface this though. Investing money can always result in loss. Don't invest more money than you are willing to lose. I also strongly advise against investing in projects you don't understand or at the least know anything about. There are many frauds in the crypto space and also many projects that simply don't see the light of day. Don't be sucked in by the get-rich-quick schemes and mentality and use your common sense and judgment. When in doubt, don't do it. Before you can enter the economy, you need your own wallet. There are several ways to go about this. We'll move through all of them and have a look at the pros and cons. First off, there are online wallets. These are wallets that are stored in the cloud and facilitated by a third party. The upside is that these wallets have a backup in the cloud, so you don't have to worry about losing your private key. The payoff for this is a large part of your security, as you are entrusting another entity with your private key. It also brings back a centralized third party in a decentralized network. Another thing that makes these wallets attractive is that many of them can be found on exchanges. An exchange is basically a marketplace where cryptocurrencies can be traded for other cryptocurrencies and for fiat, also known as real-life currencies. When you create an account on these exchanges, you automatically get a wallet as well. This makes it easy to switch from storage to trading. Imagine living in the year 1200. You've got yourself a nice big ranch and the business is going well. But whenever you go to the big city to make a large purchase, you don't want to bring a bunch of gold bars from your home. Instead, you store these gold bars at a bank in the city square. This way, when you want to trade these gold bars, you only have to go to the bank to get them. The downside is that you are no longer in possession of your gold and are dependent on the bank's security. This is basically what you do on an exchange. You trade some of your security for ease of life. Some of the bigger exchanges are Bitfinex, Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance. At the moment, decentralized exchanges are also being developed, with some of them already being live, but they are still in early stages. The upside of decentralized exchanges is that the marketplace itself is decentralized, completely cutting out the third party. Next up, we have software wallets. As the name implies, these are wallets that come in the form of software. They are programs that you can download onto any of your devices and use to store cryptocurrencies. An upside of these software wallets is that they are more secure because you are the only one in control of your private keys. On the flip side, this also makes it harder to manage since you have to back up your keys and protect them carefully, because if you lose them, there is no way of retrieving them. Having your software wallet stored on a device that has an internet connection also leaves it open to hackers. Whereas a cloud wallet leaves the third party open to getting hacked, a software wallet leaves you open to getting hacked. Making sure that you have proper digital security is a vital precaution. When you download software wallets, there's two types. You can download a full wallet in which you have to download the entire blockchain history, which in case of Bitcoin is over 150 gigs, or you can download a light wallet that will sync with the real network. Remember, however, that light wallets do not function as nodes for validating the network. For Bitcoin, the best wallet is Electrum. However, its interface isn't that user-friendly, so if you're new and prefer a more elegant-looking wallet, you could use a wallet like Exodus. The next few options are all considered cold storage. Cold storage means that a wallet is kept completely offline. Cold wallets are generally considered the safest way to store cryptocurrencies, with hardware wallets being the best. So, what exactly is a hardware wallet? That's a question we will save for the next video. For now, I encourage you to look around on some of the exchanges and get a feel for the market. Preparation is key. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to join the pack by subscribing down below. In Satoshi Nakamoto we trust.